Hey, good morning. Let's go over today's trade plan. So in the overnight session, we had support at 31 to 33, with 33 being the key high volume node in the recent balance and range. On the upside, we had resistance at 38 to 40, and sellers were active during the overnight session. Now heading into the open, we're going to be using 32 to 34 as the initial support zone. And as long as the market holds above 32 to 34, buyers can remain in short-term control, and we could get some higher prices. But to really confirm the shift back to the buy side, we would have to see a break above 38 to 39. Until then, the market is just stuck in the overnight range. On the upside, a break above 38 to 39 would quite easily lead to a test of 41.75 to 43.75, that being the all-time high. And even though we can get some rotation there, first test, a breakout above 38 to 39 could lead to new highs in the S&P. On the downside, 32 to 34 is the key spot, and a break below that would confirm that sellers are now being active again, and it could actually lead to a breakdown below 26.75 to 27.75. So 32 to 34 is pretty key for buyers here, and on the downside, 26.75 to 27.75 is the bottom of the recent range. So a break below 26.75 to 27.75 could lead to some liquidation down to at least 19.5 to 21.5, and first test of that zone can then attract some buyers, perhaps get a bounce back up to 24 or 25. But if the market remains weak at that point in time, then below 19.5, the next major support zone and key inflection point is the 10 to 12.5 area. So off the open, the focus is really going to be on how the market reacts to 32 to 34, and then below it, this 26 to 27 area has been tested multiple times, so we are going to be cautious heading into that, because at this point it may not hold. We've tested it several days now, and a breakdown below 32 to 34 could just accelerate the downside and result in a break below the recent balance and bring that 19.5 to 21.5 into play. Looking at the other markets, Nasdaq holding above 42.10 would tell us that buyers are being dominant in that market. In TF, we have a major high volume node at 1168, and so far TF has held above it, but that is the key high volume node. So if TF breaks down and through 1168, then that would be a warning sign for a potential sell-off in the other markets as well, and just something to be aware of. So on the econ front, no major econ reports due this morning. We have consumer sentiment at 8:55 a.m. Not really a major report, but something to be mindful of. So in the first half hour, we could still get a little bit of continued balance, but as long as we're holding above that key high volume node at 33, the buy side could still press later in the morning. So the focus will be on 32 to 34 off the open. That's going to help us establish the short-term directional bias. So those are our main ideas. Let's see how well the buy side holds it up at initial support, and we'll take it from there.